Now, I think that we can all agree here that 2023 has been by far the worst year for Disney, not just because of their box office failures and their stock hitting a 9-year low. Let's not also forget about lower attendees views, of course, visiting the parks, as well as the merchandise sales not really performing as well as they expected. And we also know that Disney Plus subscribers are just really not meeting their expectations. They lost 12 million worldwide throughout 2023 so far, but more on that a little bit later next week. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. I'm also on Twitter at Mike01. I thank you all so very much for the great and kind support. And let's get right into what's going on with GINA Carano and Disney. Now, you guys may very well all recall that GINA Carano, known for her popular Star Wars role, Cara Dune, she was fired by Disney and Kathleen Kennedy in the worst way possible back in like February to March of 2021. Right around that time frame was the whole GINA Carano era, as I like to call it, and exactly how that led to a lot of people canceling their Disney Plus subscription. Now, there's been an ongoing development between GINA Carano and Disney as of late, and exactly what she did to Disney that actually created a lot of chaos over there, and things happening over at Lucasfilm based on what GINA recently did. Now, we talked about this about 2 weeks ago about how Disney has been really getting very desperate, trying to get people back like Johnny Depp, GINA Carano, and other people that they let go over the years, and really trying to use specific actors and or actresses as a card, if you will, to win back millions of fans. Let's get into this. Now, with GINA Carano, known for her role as Cara Dune strictly in Star Wars, one major development has to do with what GINA recently did to Disney. Now, recently Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, and the board have been begging GINA to return as Cara Dune by offering her multiple roles for Lucasfilm with Star Wars movies and shows. GINA recently refused and shot down all of those offers. A shocking turn of events is that GINA's decision to turn down these said roles of Cara Dune have led to Lucasfilm being forced, essentially, to canceling all of the projects and plans for their shows that were supposed to bring a return for Cara Dune. Now, this is now reportedly costing Lucasfilm hundreds of millions of dollars of potential revenue, where GINA was supposed to make a big comeback in a full-blown Rangers of the New Republic series as the main character. Once she shot this down, Lucasfilm was forced to pull this project altogether. That was going to be Disney's big attempt to rake in tons of revenue for Star Wars in general. Now, additionally, GINA also did not give any permission for herself to be digitally recreated, nor did she actually take part in allowing Lucasfilm and ILM to take more facial scans to even make that fully possible with their new and updated technology. Now, guys, let me just pause here quick before I get to the next big part of this ongoing development, is that basically what GINA Carano did were two major things. She really defended her self-respect and shot down a lot of these roles where Disney was getting very desperate. They wanted to bring her back onto several appearances as Cara Dune in multiple movies and TV shows. One of which being the Dave Filoni movie, of course, Mando Season 4, Rangers, and a whole lot more on top of that. The second is that she did not give permission, nor did she take part in any of those digital recreation facial scans. So basically ILM, we talked about this 2 weeks ago. ILM, by the way, very crucial to the digital, side of Lucasfilm. They needed extra scans to make that fully possible with their new technology. So ILM is creating this new technology that's basically going to make the deepfake technology / CGI tech look almost flawless, to the point where you really can't tell if it's a real person or if it's a fake person. And it's said to be, some kind of new technology that will be groundbreaking, that we have never seen before in the film industry, and it's going to be used in the next couple of years. So they needed that from GINA, she refused, and it really brought Disney down to their knees, where they don't even know what to do right now with the return of Cara Dune. there have been a lot of conversations happening between IGER and the board and Kathleen Kennedy and many of the Lucasfilm members, such as the story group, on recasting Cara Dune. And you know what? If they decide to recast Cara Dune, you know what's going to happen? It's only going to anger a lot of Star Wars fans. A lot of fans are going to get very much angered over that decision. They're going to walk away. They're going to want little to nothing to do with Star Wars ever again. And look, I know that Ahsoka is a mixed bag. Some people have problems with it. Other people have, you know, some kind of delight in the series based on what happened with Episode 4 and with what's looming for Episode 5 as well. So they really are bracing for the Acolyte series, which, mind you, that's going to be a disaster. We talked about that. That is going to basically be The Last Jedi 2.0. But let's move on to the next piece here, is that GINA essentially forced Disney in a troubled situation now where they have to cancel multiple Lucasfilm projects that was going to use Cara Dune as a card to win back millions of fans that walked away after GINA was fired by Kathleen Kennedy. This decision by GINA also is pressuring Kathleen Kennedy as well. Disney has now lost so many opportunities based on GINA keeping her self-respect and dignity and staying away from Disney altogether. As it turns out, GINA was also getting offered roles to play different characters than Cara Dune as well, to which she also shot down. So again, I can't make this clear enough, but GINA Carano, I think that was wrongfully fired. The way that she was fired was done in the worst way possible. She didn't get an email, a phone call, let alone a call into the office. The way that she found out that she was fired, and I kid you not, for those of you that do not know, were through hashtags on Twitter. And you even had members over at Lucasfilm, like actor Freddie Prinze Jr., I can't stand that guy to be honest, really saying how funny it was that GINA Carano was fired, how he thought it was hilarious. He was going off on Twitter all day about it. And those are the type of people that are employed over at Lucasfilm. These are the types of people that Disney hires. And this is exactly why I think Disney needs to just take a big step back, fire everybody that's associated with them right now, and do a massive restructuring. Now, we already know that they are dialing down on their number of employees, and they're not replacing them. That's the biggest problem of all. We'll talk more about that purge that's going to take place throughout 2024 and onwards. However, I think that GINA, what she did, it just goes to show you that somebody like herself and Johnny Depp are really two prime examples of people that were offered roles again by Disney and declined. Now, sure, look, I get it. Johnny Depp may very well be a different scenario because this guy has, like, money to the point where he could just throw it out the window and not care. But at the same exact time, these two individuals, both GINA and Johnny, they have self-respect, they have dignity, and that's very rare to come by in the Hollywood realm. It really is, and that's exactly why I look up to them. So anyway, guys, drop a comment below, fill me in below in the comments what you all have to say about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.